Hi, welcome to the Power Wheelchair Comparison, where we are going to check out the top power wheelchairs on the market today.
One of the things that Sunrise has been able to do recently is we acquired a company called Switchit. Switchit is a manufacturer that makes specialty input devices. These devices are for people who normally cannot use a standard joystick. A compact joystick allows an end user the ability to move that joystick anywhere in the area where they can reach. And because it doesn't have the bulkiness of the case and all the display and all the switches, they can make this very small, and that's why it's called compact. This particular one uses flex switches, and these flex switches are used as mode or on-off, and they're just proximity. So when you're driving the chair, all you have to do is just reach over and just touch them, and they can either do mode or they can do an on-off. Because of the assignable buttons, you could also make these do a powered seat function. So you can make one do tilt, maybe one do recline. But again, it's all within reach of somebody, and they can move it very close to them, okay? Or they may even be able to use it as a chin control. So that's one device that they use, which is called a compact joystick. Switchit also makes a device called a micro joystick, or what they call a micro guide. The micro guide is about the size of a AA battery. And it includes the entire joystick with the handle as well. And with this one, it just takes the lightest amount of touch. There is throw in the joystick, and as you move the joystick, it actually drives as a proportional device. Again, providing that person the control that they would like to have with the proportionality, but they may not be able to do with the joystick. So this one could be run with just a single finger. It could be run off of an elbow, or off of a shoulder, or off of a chin. And it can be very easily moved in order to make that driving functionality. So the Micro Pilot is very similar to the Micro Guide in the fact that it looks the same. But the difference is that the joystick itself, which again is a small portion at the top, is a pressure sensitive device. So it doesn't actually move. There's no movement in the unit. It's simply, you just add pressure to it. And in any direction, it'll drive the chair in any direction. The harder you push it, the faster it goes in that direction. So somebody with absolutely no range of motion, but can add pressure to a device, can use this to basically continue to drive their chair in a proportional manner. And again, because of its size, it can be used at the chin, so they're not actually having to move their chin. They can just basically just put pressure on it. And so this is what we call the Micro Pilot. Again, it allows somebody with minimal movement to be able to drive their chair. Another technology that Switchit has come out with is what we call the touch drive. The touch drive is very similar to what you would have on an iPad or a device on your laptop that you would use with your finger to move the mouse. The entire surface of the touchpad is just that. It's a proportional device. All you have to do is anywhere on the pad is you place your finger, and from that point that becomes neutral. As I move my finger forward, it drives the chair forward and rearward, again proportionally, forward, reverse, angular, any direction. It acts as a completely proportional device. The nice thing about this is somebody who has very gross movements, they can't do a fine touch, and they just need to get to the pad somehow. All they got to do is be able to touch it somewhere, and from that point all they have to do is drag their finger or their hand or their fist or whatever, and they can drive the chair very easily through that manner. Somebody who has a problem with tone, who would normally break a joystick, if they have a lot of tone, it would just slide off and it wouldn't actually damage the unit. The newest innovation from Switchit is what we call the Dual Pro head control. Dual Pro is because it's a proximity control as well as a proportional control. It's really the only one in the industry that's like this, so it's very new and very innovative in the marketplace. This device allows somebody to drive their head control as a true proportional device, giving them more control than any other product in the market. The nice thing about what Switchit has done, though, is that their products are not only available on the QM710, but on all of a Quickie or Sunrise product, as well as all of our competitors' products as well. A couple of ways that Switchit allows the devices to be mounted we provide the mounting for you. We use RAM mounted devices. RAM is a very popular device, a very robust device. They have just a simple ball where you put the device in the ball. This is what we call a space disc, where you could rotate this all the way around, put your hand in it. The micro pilot or micro guide can be adjusted in height, and it basically lays in here so somebody could lay their hand on that and be able to drive that again with just a single finger. The Spider Track suspension is unlike anything in the industry. The ability to do the RNet electronics with assignable buttons, with the switch devices that have proximity and proportional devices built into head controls. All of that is leading technology that we're bringing to market on the QM7 series chair.
Transportation provided by Braun Ability. Locations provided by Illuminate Studios. The Power Wheelchair Comparison Web Series, brought to you by the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation and Gold Pictures.